Cryptocurrency is the future. Everybody's trading it. I'm an active cryptocurrency trader myself. I also hodl cryptocurrencies, and so do a lot of people in this community. Look at them all in there chatting away. They're absolutely wonderful people. Come from stock trading or forex trading or commodity trading or cryptocurrency trading and finding themselves involved in one way or another with cryptocurrency because, of course, it is the future. But a lot of people ask, what is cryptocurrency? I'm here to tell you what cryptocurrency is. I would appreciate it if you hit the like button. Here's a quick, brief intro to what it is. 20 years ago, people tried to make cryptocurrencies, but the computer technology wasn't there yet. It was just too easy to fake them and to make, to destroy the cryptocurrency network. In 2007, 2008, there was a huge financial crash caused by bad actors in the investment world, acting against the interests of the common man. A group of really smart cryptographer, computer scientist, programmer types came together under the pseudonym of Satoshi and created this new cryptocurrency called Bitcoin. And it used a thing called a blockchain, which got around a lot of the problems, in fact, solved the problem of all the previous work towards cryptocurrencies, digital currencies. All those things in the past became like store card value points, like you'd get by going into your local supermarket and buying some milk and them giving you some points. That's all just kind of rubbish and can be changed on a computer somewhere. Instead, they needed to make it real, where nobody could change it, nobody could confiscate, nobody could take away what was in your account. And they did that with Bitcoin for the very first time ever. Off the back of that sprang many other projects. It was actually fair and a good thing. It's open source technology, and it was designed to make other things possible too, as well as more cryptocurrency. So, for instance, you have Bitcoin Cash, which split off from Bitcoin, which you might have heard of. You've also got other cryptocurrencies out there which are based on the Bitcoin source code and all that, and they're strictly speaking called cryptocurrencies. But then the technology evolved a bit more, and there became other things like tokens that had utility. And while they're considered to be crypto, they're not necessarily currencies and are actually securities. And that's when the SEC, the Securities Exchange Commission in the United States, started to get involved and say, you're acting like a security, you're acting like a cryptocurrency. Which brings us back to that middle period between, when Bitcoin was invented and today, when we've got thousands upon thousands of different cryptocurrencies offering up different utilities for different things. It's the likes of Energy Web token, which have got to do with energy supplies, or the likes of Helium, which send out massive wide-scale Wi-Fi networks, so you can get little tags, attach them to your devices, and if you lose it somewhere in the city, you could find where it is. Basically, amazing, right? That's the way the world's going. The Internet of Things, where your toaster can talk to your kettle, can talk to your fridge, can tell your electricity supplier that you need to buy some more milk before you get home from work today. All these sorts of things, right? That's all happening. But in between, there was another one, after the Bitcoin started, which was called Ripple, and there's plenty of other coins, but I'm bringing this up because it's part of the first sort of alt season that happened when altcoins grew in value hugely. There was this big one called Ripple was a part of that, and it was also accused by the SEC of being a security rather than a cryptocurrency, and it uses a private ledger as opposed to a public blockchain ledger. And these are the sorts of nuances which you would discover if you went into the whole world of what is cryptocurrency, and you kind of started to think about some of the things that I've talked about today with regards to how there is Bitcoin, and then there's all these utilities, and you can order fridge from your milk or whatever. Now, there's plenty of other things that you need to know about cryptocurrency, such as decentralized exchanges, wallets, what it is to have a private key, and these are all topics that you will discover as you look more into cryptocurrency. But that was just a brief what is cryptocurrency introduction. There is cryptocurrency out there. It's called crypto in general these days. There are some which are currencies like Bitcoin. There are some which are securities and which don't fight that. And there are other things happening nowadays like NFTs. And I'll finish this off with a quick little thing, because if you're wondering now what crypto is, you might have come into this from the world of NFTs. An NFT is non-fungible token. Fungible is a great word. It means that you can swap it. The water in my glass of water is fungible. Every drop of that is just equal to any other drop. If I were to take a drop in and drop out, it would make no difference. They're the same. Whereas unique things are different. The bubbles on this bubble wrap, every one of them looks similar, but it's unique, because once I pop one, it can't just then swap it for another one. They're not fungible. A popped bubble is a popped bubble. there's different things out there in the world which can be swapped and are fungible, and there's different things out there in the world which are unique and cannot be swapped and are the apples and oranges. That's what fungible means. Now, non-fungible means it can't be swapped. Token is just a word for token. So you've got these tokens out there in the world which are not swappable, but you can of course trade them. You know, they're not equal one and one of each other because they're unique. They're pieces of art. The Mona Lisa is the non-fungible token, except it doesn't actually have an NFT attached to it because it was made hundreds of years ago. Whereas art in the future, when people look back, will all have NFTs attached to them because it's like a serial code on that piece of art. Now, a piece of art could also just be exclusively digital these days, and it would have a serial code on it which proves your ownership. That problem that Bitcoin solved in 2008, by 2010 when they released it, Satoshi solved a problem by making this thing where provable digital uniqueness is actually revolutionary, and it allows things like provable serial numbers where you could prove that you had the very first of anything, for example. Now, that's an NFT. It uses a thing called Ethereum primarily these days. It's the most popular one, but there's plenty of others out there: Tezos, Matic, Polygon, whatever. Right, great, excellent stuff. Off you go, learn more about crypto. Off you go on, learn more about crypto. Go on now, hit the like button.